I want to show you something in an encounter that Jesus had with some of his disciples, with Simon specifically. You know the story of when Simon had fished all night and he hadn't caught anything. He was very discouraged. Jesus came along. He stepped into the boat and from the boat began to teach. And then let's begin at verse 4 and 5 and see what we can learn today. Now when Jesus had stopped speaking, he said to Simon, "Launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." But Simon answered and said to him, "Master, we have toiled all night and caught nothing. Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." So I want to just stop there and emphasize for you today the importance of obeying Christ's word. You see, put yourself in this story and you would understand that Simon, being a professional fisherman, already knew that after a night of toil and fishing with no results, the likelihood of going out now in the daytime and actually catching fish was nil. So Simon was discouraged. This was their livelihood. But Jesus comes along and he says, "Launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." He didn't say, "Just try again. Just try again. Don't give up. Just try again." Listen to the words of Jesus. He said, "Launch out into the deep." I like that because it comes to my mind that when you follow Christ's instructions, He will always lead you to a new dimension. He will take you deep. He will take you high. He will take you wide. He will expand you. He doesn't just leave you like you are because He's such a big God and He draws us out beyond our comfort zone, beyond what we've ever experienced before. So I hear that when I see Jesus' words, "Launch out into the deep," but I love this, "let down your nets for a catch." When you do something in obedience to the words of Christ, there's a reward in it. There is a harvest in it. There is a reason for it. You see, He's not the type of a heavenly Father or a Lord or a Master who just gives us instructions just to see if we'll obey, just to test us, just to press us to the extent of our capacity to trust Him. You know, He never plays games with us. He's a heavenly Father who is motivated by love and compassion, who desires good for His children. So when He says to Simon, "You cast your nets for a catch. Send out your nets. Throw them again because you're going to get a catch. Something's going to happen. If you'll do this, something's going to happen beyond what your rationale says is possible." So my friend, can you think that way with God today? Can you allow this passage to encourage you to be willing to go where you've not gone before? Today there are things that have been nudging you. You've been being impressed to do this or try that or go here or talk to this person or launch out into a new area of ministry. Something has been nudging in you. Today, the word of the Lord comes to you and says clearly, launch out. It's time. Take the next step. God is with you. It may feel deep and scary, but don't worry. You're going to catch the great thing that God plans for you. This is your launch day. Do it by faith.